We open our post-game press conference. We have our player of the game, Newsome and Coach Luigi Trillo of Meralco. Congratulations. Coach, another classic game between Ginebra and Meralco. Just your thoughts on how the team handled this game, considering how close it was and how physical and emotional it turned out.
Yeah, just a high level game. I think just in the end you could see the stops that we had. They started missing a couple of their shots, but it was quality game all the way. I mean, it was tight. There's nobody who really got a big lead. You know, we're proud of our guys with the resiliency they showed. Because Ginebra's a tough team. You know, every game for them now I think counts. They have a tough schedule. We're obviously closing it out. We're happy to get our win, third game in a row, but just keeping poise. You know, led by our guy here. There were a couple of times where some of our guys were getting emotional because it's a big game. But I think the key there was, you know, whatever the call was, whatever the missed shot was, we kept our poise for that next play.
Thanks, Coach. And this is your last game in the elimination round. You're now sure of a spot in the playoffs. As you wait for the final playoffs scenario, just your overall assessment on where your team's at when it comes to level of play. As again, you wait and then you fly to Dubai for the Champions.
Yeah, coming into this game, we really wanted to make sure that our destiny is in our hands, and we didn't want to leave it up to somebody else. So we wanted to really come out and play a playoff atmosphere type of basketball, and that's what we saw today. As you mentioned, the classic Ginebra, Meralco game. But for us, it's just really about getting through our lows. We had some really deep lows this conference, and we just wanted to get through those, stay together, and come out and just battle all the way through because you never know what could happen. So for us, it's just sticking together, playing team basketball, making sure that we're there for one another, and that will lead into the chemistry onto the court. And that was really what we wanted to see today, whether we won or lost, is that our chemistry improved, the way we played the game improved. There's no quit in this team, and you saw everyone support one another. And for me, that's more important than the win or the loss and heading into the playoffs. So I'm happy to see that from the team.
We now open the floor for questions.
Congratulations. How does it feel to finish off the elimination of this straight wins that the quarterfinals were having the Warriors there to fight for the division?
Yeah, it's a good place to be in. You know, we get that momentum going into the playoffs. The only thing is we have to cut that momentum to go overseas and play a different style of basketball with some imports that we're not familiar with just yet. So it's going to be tough to go out there, compete at a high level internationally, and then come back. I think it's going to be good for us because those are going to be high quality games. But like I said, it's kind of a interesting scenario for us because again, our chemistry is really good right now, and the way we're playing is really good right now. We're playing at a high level, so it's going to take some teamwork all throughout our organization for the guys that aren't traveling, and then the guys that are playing. And I think Coach Mendad and Coach Luigi are good at that, and I think you can credit the EASL for helping us to prepare for something like this. So looking forward to it, and looking forward to the playoffs, whoever we face.
Some very interesting games, especially the fourth quarter. Nabasa ng mga frustrations ng both teams. For you, natin to proportion to the game, Ginebra kept fighting back ating sana.
Yeah, this game mattered. You could see it from both sides how emotional it was. I think it was a pivotal time there in the game where Raymond was really locked in, and then parang he was complaining with the ball. I think Lou came in there and tried to zone in. I think the main thing is, like he says, we cover for each other, right? It's hard to keep focus in a big game like this because there's so many variables, tangibles that happen. But you know, at the end, I think it was an ugly game. It came down to defense and rebounding for us, and that's our identity. You know, I think the first few games that we lost, we were losing 20-13. Lou talks about it all the time, that where our guys, Cliff and Lou, and then I think it trickles down now that it's important to our young guys like CJ, you know, AB, Brandon. So you look now, it's an ugly game, it's not in the hundreds, but this is the type of game we're used to. Right now, with Lou, what we're saying is sign the momentum because we're gonna be going for about 10 days. And very hard there. Three new imports. They don't know whatever we're running. But again, it's an honor and a challenge for us to represent the Philippines and the PBA.
Okay. Before the game officially ended, Coach Tim was connected because he was late about that last day between Passion Leagues and the park. From your perspective, what exactly happened there and what led to the confusion between both of them?
Yeah, Coach Tim's on the ball. He just saw that Brandon, took out the ball, and you can't do that. You move in. So he wanted a technical, right? The first technical, he was on the court screaming for his guys, fighting for his guys, and you expect that not only from Coach Tim, from Coach Nenad as well, and from our guys. We gotta fight for our guys. So they were sharp. He was calling it. They didn't call the first technical. He came in, he stayed in. Finally, they gave him one, and then till the end, he's gonna fight. And that's high character over there, what he does. And even if they're down 10, 12, I think that's the mindset. And when you do that for your guys, you're sharp. It comes back, right? So I understand where he's coming from. It wasn't like he was showing anything. I think just at that moment, he was bumped that the call didn't get called, and he asked for the technical.
Coach, now with the focus on BCL, what will be your preparations and analysis at the import of all of that things?
Yeah, Coach Nenad will be the one coaching over there. We're excited about it. Right now, we can't still say about the imports because it is just finished, but I think we're on the verge of signing them. It's just hard for us guys because the teams we're facing there are the champions of each country, and those guys won with their imports. We're coming in there where we just have to get 3, right? On the fly, in the middle of our tournament, right? But it is where it is. We want to make lemonade out of lemons. We're going to look at the goodness of it. It's an opportunity for us to get uncomfortable. News served in the national team, in the ESL, the PBA. We're getting called again. So we just have to be ready. With that being said, hopefully we can. It's 9 teams. One will get eliminated. We have 2 games. So every point's going to be important. Every defensive stop's going to be important. Kasi isa lang matatanggal. 8 ang papasok and then becomes 8-4-2, I think. So we're excited, but I think this is a good opportunity for us to spread our wings as well over there.
That wraps up our post-game press conference. Thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Salamat, guys.